Hello and welcome to Miniatures Rundown. I am Josh.
And I'm Mitchell.
And third of three videos about the Warhammer preview that we just watched here at Adepticon 2023. In case you're watching this in the future and you're going to be real disappointed. Last video we're going to talk about the not too big games.
Yeah, the everything else.
Underworlds, Kill Team, and Horus Heresy. Let's start with Underworlds, the game that neither you or I play anymore.
No.
And yet I buy a suspiciously large amount of models for because they keep releasing banger sculpts.
They are very good models.
And that trend continues. So, as expected, with now that they're doing 2 seasons a year, the new Underworld season is here. It's going to be called the Weird Hollow. Folks over at Malifaux getting real angry.
Yeah, they're typing up their emails to their lawyers as it is.
This one is Stormcast Eternals versus Tzeentch.
Yes, which I play Tzeentch.
So
I'm excited
it's
for.
Stormcast Eternals, Domitan's Stormcoven versus Tzeentch's Ephelim's Pandemonium.
Woo!
It's hard to talk about this without being able to show you the models.
Yeah.
Because that was the highlight.
Oh yeah, the models were amazing.
They haven't talked about much rules-wise. They said it would be Magic Heavy.
Yeah.
Which last time we tried this, that was Nightbolt.
Yeah.
When we
Which
introduced
is what,
Magic.
Season 2?
Yes. The models were amazing. The Stormcast looked like Stormcast Wizards. One of them was clearly the Knight Arcanum with the mask. It was kind of floating a little bit.
I don't know why, but I love that mask.
It's a cool mask.
It's a really cool mask.
But the Tzeentch's, the Pandemonium, the F1's
Were
Pandemonium.
ridiculous.
Yeah, just the weirdest Tzeentch crap they've ever sculpted.
Yeah.
In the best way.
And I'm all for it.
A small chaos, it looked like a mini chaos spawn with a Tzeentch beak.
There was it was like a pink horror, but it didn't have any arms. It was just a mouth in the middle and then tentacles coming out.
Yeah, like a tentacle flower mouth with spikes.
Oh, so cool.
Yeah, Audrey 3, I guess, I don't know.
I'm definitely buying.
Yeah, that was a really, again, they figured out that you don't have to sell people on rules if you can just sell them on models.
Yeah, it was working.
That was all we saw.
Yep.
For Underworlds. For Kill Team, we did get to see the final box in this series. Gallowfall was one that you did say you won. You wanted the Beastmen, right?
I do like the Beastmen. I actively don't want the Dwarves.
But we do have our friend Cody for another show.
I do.
Cody, go ahead and put your face obnoxiously in front of the camera real quick. So it is Gallowfall, basically the Gallowdark, the Space Hulk that all this has been taking place on, is going to crash into a planet.
Yep.
They didn't say which one.
Nope.
I'm going to assume it's Katie again. Guys can't just catch a break.
They just rebuilt Cadia, planet.
They glued it back together and then they just boom. Oh, come on! My cabbages!
But yeah, so it is some... God, those Beastmen were really cool.
So yeah, it's Squats versus Beastmen.
No, it's not Squats. He said that's a derogatory term.
And he can eat my squat. He can squat and spin.
Yeah, so...
it was Hearthkin.
Yep.
And it was very clearly Hearthkin with an upgrade sprue. Which is fine, because those are brand new sculpts. Hearthkin with an upgrade sprue. One of them had a minigun. One of them had a jump pack.
Jump pack, which was awesome.
That's what you need, dwarves with jump packs.
There was a lot of the Warhammer, not the previews, the rumor engines were very clearly
more Votann stuff.
More Votann stuff. People are like, oh my god, are they doing a second wave of Votann? Is this going to be another Lumineth situation? We have to call it Lumineth again. But no, it was for Kill Team.
Yeah.
Which is awesome.
And this was something that got leaked 2 years ago.
Yeah.
They insisted there would be a squat kill team.
Yeah.
They didn't say anything about Beastmen in that leak, by the way.
That's
they
true.
said it was squats versus Tyranids. Don't always trust the leaks.
Really? They said Squats Tyranids?
Yes. Don't always trust the leaks, kids.
Yeah. I learned something today.
But the real star of this was the Felgor Ravagers, which were Beastmen.
Yeah. Space Beastmen, which they said we haven't seen since Blackstone Fortress.
Yep, there were Beastmen in Blackstone Fortress.
Which, God, if they're just like Chaos Space Marines, because they're going to be like Zangor equivalents, I think, because Zangors are like the cultists for Thousand Suns.
Yes.
If they're just going to be like Chaos Space Marine melee cultists, I'm cool with this.
Yeah, I don't know what they'll end up being in 40K.
Yeah.
But the models were amazing.
Yeah. And they said tons of options, which is awesome, because all the kill teams should have options. And I definitely want that box, whether I get it when the 2-player box comes out or later, who knows, but
Yeah.
I definitely
They also said that we're going to be some new terrain pieces. They called out these new escape pods as if they were new, but those are the same escape pods I got in the Kill Team Rogue Trader set 3 years, 4 years, 5, 6 years ago.
With the release of first edition Kill Team, the re-release of Kill Team.
Yeah, so, maybe there was other stuff that wasn't new in there.
Well, they said there was like a medical bay.
Yeah, there was a medical bay with like table on there.
Yeah.
It seemed pretty clear that the narrative there was that there was weird experiments being done in the Beastmen or something like that. Yeah. They were awoken from stasis. So.
And because there was the escape pod, they have to get off the Gallifall before it crashes.
Yeah, it does seem like there's going to be some narrative about getting off the ship before it explodes.
Mm-hmm. Which, okay.
Yeah. And then last but not least, well,
No, we talked about Underworlds already.
Horus Heresy, The Siege of Chthoniya.
Mm-hmm. It is a narrative book. They called out they called them
the Black Books of old
of
Horus Heresy, which were these narrative campaign books.
And this is apparently the first in the line of the new campaign books.
First of many, they said.
Yes, first of many.
This is about a group of Horus breakoffs who go back to retake their homeworld, Horus's homeworld, Chthoniya, for honor. Now, I believe Chthoniya gets blown up at the end of the Heresy.
Wow,
so spoilers. But they said it's going to have a bunch of new rules, rules for playing in Zone Mortalis.
Yeah, which was cool.
Which is previously only in a White Dwarf.
That gives me hope that they're going to come out with a new Zone Mortalis box.
I mean, they could come out with a new box with the existing terrain.
Yeah, that's all I want.
Yeah.
Because there's basically no way to get that right now.
I didn't think about that. That would be...
Yeah, I thought about it when they
showed it.
No.
If they do that, I am suddenly more excited about this than anything else that I've seen in the... not in the whole preview, in this section of the preview.
Oh, sure.
Because I'm probably not super interested in the... I guess we'll transition now into thoughts.
Yeah.
You're excited for the Beastmen.
Yeah. I am very excited for the Beastmen because I am a Chaos player at heart. And I think they look amazing. I love Zangors. They kind of suck, but I love them. And I am interested to see what they're all about in 40k and Kill Team, which is I am growing to love greatly. Brought my Breachers to Adepticon to paint and get some games in. But yeah, if they didn't come with Dwarves, I would definitely buy that box. Sorry, Cody.
You might be able to fob it off on Cody there.
Well, it's either going to be we could both buy a box and then split, so I get two things as a possibility. I know you have a lot of.
I want the terrain too, so.
Yeah. So, and I need a second thing of terrain.
You have been deciding what you wanted. So
I was really upset that it's not Tyranids, but
the nits are coming. So
I know the nits are coming. I can't wait.
Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of nits.
It's gonna be a lot of nits.
And there's gonna be a launch box for.
Oh, definitely God. I don't know if I can wait that long.
You'll have to.
Yeah.
And then said you might get the Underworlds teams?
I might get the Underworlds teams. I do want to see it. I'm not necessarily interested in playing Underworlds. But, man, those Stormcast look pretty good, in my opinion. I really like the Wizards of the Stormcast. Which is saying something, because I don't generally like Stormcast.
Yeah.
What's the new armor called? They said it.
Thunderstrike.
Thunderstrike armor looks really good.
It does, compared to old Stormcast armor. Thunderstrike armor is far better.
Those Siege models are just so
the weirdest flipping things they've ever made, Siege-wise, and that's saying something, and they look amazing.
Yeah, they the guy that was doing the announcing, I don't remember which one it was, said, okay, the Underworlds came up on the screen, and he's like, okay, before we go any further, I think these are some of the most, I think they said real-to-life.
The most aesthetic matching the theme.
Yeah, aesthetic matching the theme that we have made, and I want to see what you think about it. And then they played it, and people were losing their mind.
Yeah, people saw the weird gene shapes and went, ugh, yeah.
Especially the leader, where he's the Magister, but an extra head and a half taller.
And weird.
Yeah, and
he looks like something out of Pan's Labyrinth.
Oh, yeah. Or Hellraiser.
But
yeah.
Such sights to show you.
Looks so... Now I have an idea. Now, sorry, I'm whispering. I shouldn't be whispering. Oh, no, now I have an idea.
Okay.
To use him as my leader for my Tzeentch-inspired Goliath.
Godspeed. See, and then for me...
Wait, Mitchell approved.
Yeah. For me, none of this is super exciting.
Yeah.
I don't really want squads or Beastmen.
Fair.
They look amazing, Beastman skulls, but the Beastmen are not my thing.
Yeah. You're not really a Chaos player.
I Skaven, but they don't count. For 40k, they don't count, unfortunately. The Stormcast Wizards don't do it for me.
Really?
Again, I acknowledge them. The Tzeentch, I acknowledge that is great, but I'm not going to get that box.
Yeah.
And the most exciting thing would be if the Horus Heresy release heralds a new terrain box. So I can finally build my Zone Mortalis tiles.
A re-release of an old box for a game that's not a part of that old box.
That's how I roll.
Is the best thing.
That's how I roll, baby.
But yes, there is some really cool stuff. I'm not a Horus Heresy player. I keep saying I'm waiting for the demon stuff to come out because I have a ton of demons and I would love to play with them in Horus Heresy, but it's really difficult for me to, first of all, want to play another game.
Yeah, time is limited.
Buying into a whole new game. And second of all, like, it's rough for me to want to play the same faction everybody else is playing. Like, oh yeah, you have that tank too, so do I, but my rules are this much different.
That's part of the charm, but not for you.
Yeah, not for me. I like everything being strange, and you gotta kind of like play with the strange, which is why I like the demons, because I haven't played them in Horus Heresy. So the book doesn't really interest me, but the terrain might.
Okay. Well, in either case, that's it from us for the previews this week.
Yeah, that was everything for previews.
Very exciting overall, I think. I am looking forward to seeing what actually comes of all this.
Yep, me too.
Because, you never know what it's going to actually hit like.
Again, all sunshines and roses.
And how much it's going to cost.
Yeah.
Until all that stuff does drop and we can review it for you on the channel, I've been Josh.
And I've been Mitchell.
We'll see you next time.
Bye.